Good evening, all. Is this working? Is the volume on? Check, 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 check. There we go. Now is it working? There we go. Jolly good. Hope we're all doing well, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I think we need to sort that lighting out. We've changed the... well, we haven't changed the setup, but some of this setup, I was recording a job last week. Some of this setup I had to take away to record some stuff for the business. So we've set it back up. First time going live again. I think we are all good. Jolly good. Right. This week's daily races, not too bad. We did recently see Laguna Seca only a few weeks ago, but I'm never going to complain when it returns. I love the track. It's a good track, so we'll not complain about that. Dragon Trail Gardens for Daily Race B. That is going to be a good one and a one worth looking at as well. But for the time being, we're going to get ourselves set for Daily Race C. And we'll do a couple of attempts of this. Now, I am going to try and just go for one proper lap here to try and improve my quali time if I can. I have a feeling I'm already way behind it, though. We got a 22.3. Oh, yeah, I've already messed that up there. We got a 22.3. I want to try and improve that. I'm pretty happy with that lap all in all, but I do think that I can definitely improve. I managed to jump on for about half an hour before we went live, just to try and improve, actually start the stream with a good time. Oh, that's going to cook. Oh, no. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Right, what I've done here is put my chat incredibly small on screen so I can barely see who's just messaged. Oh, Catrix, how we doing? Hope we are all well. Or Catrix, you have to remind me which way we agreed that that was being pronounced. Hope we're all well, though. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone, yeah, is enjoying the new week of dailies. Keen to hear everybody's thoughts, see what we think. Overall, I have to say I'm fairly happy with it in terms of kind of variety. Always love a Daily Race C combo at Laguna Seca. However, we do have incredibly high tyre wear, which is fine, and we also have a mandatory pit stop. And I kind of prefer it when it's one or the other. So when we have a mandatory pit stop, but the tyre wear is not too bad, it kind of forces some people to think, right, well, we'll, you know, a difference of strategy. We'll start at the beginning, or we'll pit at the beginning, sorry. Some will pit in the middle, some can pit right at the end and kind of see which way it works. Or when you've got very high tyre wear, in this case it's ×6, I think, but you don't have the mandatory pit stop, then people start to think, is it worth doing the pit stop and having the extra lap time, or is it not? And then you have that kind of crossover there. What we've got this week is very high tyre wear, but also the mandatory pit stop. So sometimes the two going together doesn't quite work, but we will see how it fares up. Steve, how are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello from Canada, Vancouver area. Nice. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in, buddy. We're going global. How about that? Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate that, mate. Thanking you for dropping in. Oh, we start P2 on this one. Right, well, that little bit of time I spent on a quali has clearly been worth it. We've still got some B-rated drivers in this one, so I think my SR has been... took a little bit of a dip, which I thought we'd got over that, but clearly not. Take the Ferrari, you can get away with not changing. Ah, right. Well, I wouldn't have assumed there was any cars that would be worth not changing, if that makes sense. I would have assumed at ×6 tyre wear that all of the cars would have been worth changing. Good, really good rear end grip in the Ferrari, though, so that could be worth a look for sure. Right then, predictions in for this one. and then we're going to get into, I'll mention a little bit later in the stream, as per the title, this will be the last stream that we do before we make a couple of changes to the channel. Nothing to worry about, nothing too unusual or too exciting, but just kind of changing the way that we go about doing content and stuff like that. So, fantastic commentary and teaching. Oh, thank you so much. It's always a good old time. Had always. Oh, amazing, Steve. Have I not seen you in chat before then? I feel like this is the first time that we're saying hello. But my apologies if I'm wrong. Here we go then. Starting with the grunt of the Mercedes, closing us right up to the back of the Subaru very quickly. I don't think I want to look to go around the outside, but we're almost not got a choice. That's not been the best run then, as it turns out. Right, brake balance also needs to go to the rear. Oh, steady. Which I didn't do at the start. Right, here we go then. Let's go. 6/10 to the car in front. Hopefully we can close that back. Oh, look at the tyre wear. Already we can see the red marks on the graph. On the data down below. Tyres already taking a bit of a hammering on this opening lap. Right, we want to get some good results tonight. Oh, he's got a penalty. I think he's probably quite unfortunate to get that penalty, to be honest. Yeah, we want to get some good results tonight because we want to start aiming for A+. Now, it's been on our radar for a little while, but we've not quite managed to get there for one reason or another. Oh, too deep into turn one there as well. Oh my god, we're having a disaster here. Disaster! Purple lap, only because there's been no other lap set yet. The first one doesn't count. Oh, I have a feeling that this guy's overdriving now because he knows he's got the penalty. McBottle job. Nah. Oh, I can't be driving like this. Come on. This is not going to be very good for race results at all. Oh, no. Come on. I'm driving like an absolute wally now. This guy's rapid up front, though. This is my first time driving this actual race. So I've done a little bit of quali. But this is the first time doing the actual race, and so I'm working out or kind of understanding the tyre wear as we go. Nothing too much affecting us at the moment, but that is 2 seconds slower than our actual pole, not pole lap, sorry, our quali lap. Right, 1.8. Now bearing in mind, he already pulled that like 3-second gap there within 2 laps. James as well. I don't think I said hello, James, when you first commented there. Sorry, not being ignorant. Oh my god! No! Drove the AMG thinking it would be better than the Subaru. Did it turn out not to be better than the Subaru? I do prefer the AMG, but it's not really working for me at the minute with this... I mean, genuinely, the tyre wear is making a huge difference. So maybe it's by the end of this race, once I've got this kind of figured out. I feel like I'm sort of second guessing every braking zone and corner at the moment. Oh, Wally. Not going well. Why does my laptop feel like it's The screen feels like it's now more difficult to read comments. I don't know if I've resized the chat by mistake. This guy up front is just far too quick. I didn't actually see what his quali time was. I just thought, oh, I'm P2. I was quite pleasantly surprised by that. I didn't actually see what speed or pace this guy had, but I imagine, by the looks of things, way better than mine. Next race, am I going to try the Lambo? For this one, surely no one's using the Lambo in this. Not anyone who wants to cross the line, anyway. Is that the one you mean, though, for the Lambo for DWAC? Yeah. Bill, how are we doing? Oh my God, this guy is just too quick. Bit of a boring race, really. When the guy in front ends up just being too quick that you actually can't catch him. Fair play to him, though. That is genuinely mighty impressive pace. Maybe he needs second gear there. I think I do. Nah. How do I get that car to turn more? Such a struggle. Seconds the gap. This is mental. This is actually mental. Oh, he spinned it! Oh, he spinned it. This is going to be my saving grace for this race, I hope. Now, he's soon going to start closing, but he's got P3 right on him now. Oh my God, he's so quick. Look at that. He's already took out 3 tenths. I'm trying. My only chance now is to try and back him up slightly. One of them should have gone into the pit. Oh, both of them have gone into the pits. Yeah, wise idea. Wise idea. Right, this, as I say, is now the only chance of winning this race. And let's be fair, it's hardly a chance. Because that guy is so much quicker. But the fact that we've backed him up into P3. P3 right on him. It doesn't take much to lose time around here. So at the end of this lap, we're going to pit. Come on. little bit too early on the brakes there. Right, into the pits now. Yes, changing tyres and don't refuel. Come on. Let's remember where we are here. Bill telling us to try the Z4, nothing new there. Marto, there we go. Marto, I was trying to see what your name was, but for some reason my chat has gone incredibly microscopic. So I was struggling to see what your name was there. Marto, thank you so much for tuning in, for commenting. But yeah, let me know when you were asking about the Lambo. Is that for this race, Daily Race C, that you were meaning? Let me know. We may give it a go. Yeah, no way that the car stopped in time before crashing into the pit wall. Absolutely not, exactly. Right, let's go. Here they are, here they are. And here is the race leader, who's now not the race leader. But we backed him up into this guy, into the Frenchman who was P3, and it has worked, because there he is. However, he's now backing us up into the fellow Brit, who is going to battle us for the lead. He's going to go to the inside here. He's going to back out of it in the end. I'm so glad he did, because I was committed to that. This has 100% now became a battle for the lead. Come on. He's going to go for it to the inside there. He's gone for it. What a move! Great move from the Brit there. Great move from the Brit. I was unsure which way the Ferrari was going to go there. And so I ended up just slotting in behind him on that right-hand side. Oh! No, my bad, my bad, my bad. Make sure the Brit stays in front there. That's my fault, that one. So sketchy there when you're trying to keep it flat in third gear and running all the way out wide. Compromised me that. I braked a little bit earlier, and then going down the corkscrew meant that my steering input was a little bit too much. God. If I'm not careful here, I'm going to be out of contention for this battle for the race win in any minute now. Why am I so bad at this? Come on! That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm going to be lucky to hold the podium now. Oh, I can't believe that. Can't believe that. Just running wide. I much prefer the Mercedes to the BRZ, but the Mercedes does just understeer a little bit, whereas the BRZ, what you're constantly battling against is oversteer. And then in the Mercedes, what you're battling against here is just that slight laziness, that slight understeer when you're trying to keep the power in. Almost like a front-wheel drive car, where you're having to try and straighten up before you can really put the power... Oh, I've messed that up as well. Having to try and straighten up before you really put the power down. This guy's going to be going for this now. Yeah. How is it possible to drop this far down? Now P4 from what was at one point P1. Oh, look at this understeer. Oh my god. Oh no! Well, that was not what I was expecting there. Jesus, this thing with a little bit of tyre wear is absolutely brutal. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. No, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. Down to P9. How? How? Oh, you're kidding me. That is devastating. From the podium down to P9. From the race win, from the race lead down to P9. Normally it's meant to be the other way around. From P9 to P1. That's what we want to see. Not the other way around. Oh, disaster. Absolute disaster. You see though, those front tyres, given the nature of this circuit, obviously, the front tyres get absolutely done in. And you've got a big heavy engine at the front of the car. I don't imagine that helps all too much. Right, it's going to be P8 if we can hold on to things as they are. This has got me so fuming. I am absolutely raging here. Ah, I'm in first gear! What am I doing? Come on! Don't be such a wally. Loads of time there. Come on, last lap for P7. We were P1 literally like 6 laps ago. Alright, we're going for this. We're going for this. Don't do that again. I was going to say, do not make that same mistake again. Oh, that is honestly such a gutting end to the race, or a gutting second half of that race. That is unbelievable. Go for the Ferrari. We can give it a go. BTR, how we doing? Evening, guys. Welcome, welcome. What is the big change to the channel? Yeah, well, we'll get onto that. So, not necessarily a big change. I've probably lied already there. So let's accept that we've been done on clickbait there already. But yeah, so what I'm going to try and do is moving forward with the channel. I'm still going to do the live streams. They're probably like the highlight of the week, realistically. Except when we have a bad week of daily races, and then the daily races themselves, or the live stream itself, is bad. Then I'm in a bad mood for the rest of the week. But yeah, so the Monday night live stream is still going to stay the same. What I've been doing a lot recently is doing the live stream on a Monday, and then in terms of trying to have a YouTube channel and kind of create the content, and in terms of all that sort of stuff, I've then done the Monday night stream, hoped and banked on the fact that we've had some interesting races, or that there's been a big change with polyphony, or an update, or a disastrous set of combos that we can all have a complaint about, or a massively dirty lobby, something that we have a video for that then goes out later in the week. And I don't think that I want to bank or everything on the Monday night, because there is nothing worse when then there's been like a not very good week of races, or there's been, we've had some streams where I've won races like all night, or got podiums and had good results all night, but then I've still been gutted because they've not made a good video. There's not been nothing interesting. We've either been out front the whole time, or we've just sat behind somebody the whole time and then got a move done, and that's been that, and nothing really much to talk about. So then we can have a really good stream and then still be gutted that I haven't managed to get loads of good videos for YouTube. So what I want to do is still do the Monday night streams. If there's something majorly exciting happens, then we've obviously still got our YouTube shorts and all that sort of stuff. We might still make, I keep hitting the microphone, we might still make a video from it, but I'm not banking everything on that. What I want to start doing, when it comes to the sim racing and Gran Turismo stuff, I want to just try a few more different types of videos and content, so different challenges. I've actually recorded quite a few this week where we're trying to beat world records on tracks. We're trying to actually beat and manage them or equal them in Gran Turismo. That's been quite fun, so some of those videos will be out soon. All sorts of different things, trying the tracks in reverse, just daft little things that are a bit more fun than and more enjoyable than me sat there on a live stream thinking, how do I make this into a video for the rest of the week? So there's that side, and then the more exciting side is that we are finally next week or the week after getting into real world content, real world cars, real world driving, real world racing, not so much racing but real world stuff, which is really good fun. So we've got in August, is it August? Yeah, in August we've got a really big Top Gear Grand Tour style shoot coming up. So if anyone's seen, you might have seen on the channel that we've started our what we're calling our pilot series. So 5 kind of episodes that will set us up moving forward for what we want to do. So the Top Gear style, the Grand Tour style, kind of big adventure type things is what we want to start doing, because they're really, really good fun. I haven't done many of them, but I know that they are good fun and really enjoyable to put together and see them coming together. And there's loads of really amazing YouTube channels out there, but I feel at the end of the day, I run a video agency, so I should hope, a video production company, so I should hope that we can match what they're doing, but in terms of, in the content, but in terms of video quality and video production, hopefully do it all at a much better and higher level. That's the aim. Whether or not that happens, who knows. But sort of the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to start getting into real world kind of car reviews, cheap car challenges. I want to try and buy the cheapest supercar that I can, as in a one that is actually absolutely battered and probably doesn't start, because if we're looking at budgets of like a couple of grand, then you're probably buying an Aston Martin that doesn't even have an engine in it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So it's going to be quite good fun. So the stream's still going to be happening. We're going to carry on like nothing has changed there. I'm just not going to be banking on these being the videos that we then publish later in the week. If that makes any sense. Rockstar, how are we doing? Good day, mate. Hey, chat. Hope we're all well. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can get one more lap in here. Oh, well, that just didn't work, did it? My thinking here was that if I back this up to here, then we can have a slightly better... Oh my god, I've still messed it up. We could have had a slightly better or quicker run down to turn 1. Never mind. Anyways, let's go. Yes, I messed it all up, Bill. Correct. Right, so sticking with the Merc for this one. And then I think I will get back into the BRZ. I've just messed up that final corner. The rest of the lap felt alright. We're going to be nowhere near that 22, are we? 22.5 treble 5. So actually closer than I thought, to be fair. So I spent quite a bit of time on quali before we came on, about half an hour before we came on. Right, where are we in this one? Because we've now lost a bit of DR as well. Right, okay, so we're P3. So we really need to make sure we get a good race in here. And a good race result. Right, there we go. Let's set this one away. It is so unbelievably warm in this office. It's unbelievable. Right, let's go. P3, we want a podium here. P1 is absolutely rapid. He's down into the 21s. Our quali time is 22.3. He's down in 21.8. So, fair to say, he's a little bit quicker. I raged and turned my PS5 off before I break something. That's how I felt in the last race. That's no good. It's supposed to be fun. Try and remember it's supposed to be fun. I was absolutely fuming in the last race though. So, I feel the pain. Right, let's go again. So, we'll close up on the Subaru pretty quickly here, as we see. It forces us once again to end up going around the outside, which is fine. Hopefully he makes the apex. Yes, he does. And he ends up still holding that position. Oh, FT1 here on pole position. Now, I don't know if he set the time in the T1. Maybe he fancies himself a bit of a challenge. Oh, he's going to go. Oh, he hasn't gone yet. He's held on to it, but I really did think he was going to go. Is he going to go this time? No. I'm backing out of this one. Oh, he's gone for the move there. Right, the problem is with these guys taking their time is we've got everybody catching up behind us now. Has he binned? He still hasn't binned it. How has this guy not binned it? We got hit there. That was not our fault. We got hit there. Not our fault. Oh, we're going to end up bottom of the grid again. You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. Where's that guy gone who just hit us there? Oh, don't close in too much, pal. We're still there. We're still there. We're still there. We're still there. Contact there on that one. Oh. Ah. Oh god. Oh well, at least we got a couple of overtakes. How have we gone from being in P3 yet again dropping down the grid? P9 here. I spent loads of time on trying to make sure I had at least the best quality that I could do so that we had a chance of getting to A+ in this stream. Every time that we try and go for A+ in a stream, it is the most disastrous stream I've ever had to date at that point. Oh, no! Surely I'm not the problem here. What is going on? What is going on? The top, I don't know if that's the top 2 or top 3, I can't quite see, but they've got a massive gap between the next bunch of positions there. Such a difficult track this, honestly. Can you imagine if we'd done a 200 lap race of this? That would be absolute hell. You'd spend more time in the sand than you would do on the track, I reckon. He's going to go for that, yeah. Right, come on, let's grab a few... Try and grab a few positions back. Oh my god. Conway, come on. What is going on here? I'm pretty sure we're better than that. It's a couple of knocks that now. Oh, there we go. He's let us back through. That's alright. Right, P7, here we go, come on, let's try and get back up to where we once were in this race. Oh, Luke's been pushed off, or he's ended up off somehow. Great racing from Luke there, because then I've ended up cutting across him, to be fair. He could have very easily been aggressive to really make sure he didn't lose that place. You try to go around the outside and not lose, you know, time, or as little time as possible. Oh! That's really compromised our line there, trying to squeeze through as he almost bins it. Right, come on. P4 in front now. With P3, the podium visibly, most definitely in sight. Come on. Come on. Let's get back on this podium. If we get back on the podium, it is quite the recovery race, that. I hate this Mercedes for that corner there. Oh, they've had a moment. Here we go. Do we maybe go to the inside? No, not quite. Oh! He almost runs it off the road. The Lambo there. Right, well, I'm going for it. Into the pits. Right, that's everybody into the pits except Rosebud there. P4 going to run out into the lead. Yeah, everybody just dive bombing. Seems to be the way to race these days. Sadly, the FT1 has 0 handling. Yeah, well, it was actually it was contact with us that sort of like pushed him around, but it wasn't my fault because I got pushed into him by somebody going for a dive bomb. A dive bomb that didn't stop where it should have stopped. How are you getting on in Wreckfest? Yeah, exactly. Right, nice to have finally some grip in the tyres again. Oh, there's a moment. Mario GT. Right, this hasn't been a blisteringly quick outlap, but has it been quicker than our fellow Brit there who's gone in? Stayed out an extra lap and is now in the pits. Have we managed to get the undercut, or has the overcut in his case worked for him? Here he goes. There he is there. Are we going to get the jump on him? Yes, just. Right, we've got the podium. Can we hold on? Can we hold on? Come on. Right, I'm impressed with myself, I've got to say, to get back onto the podium. I didn't think I was going to manage that. And now the battle is with this Frenchman for P2. Both of us in the Merc, both of us going to have the same struggles, I'm sure, of trying to keep this car facing the right way at the best of times. Or making it actually steer the direction you want. That's the biggest difficulty. Oh, that was a moment. That was a moment. Oh! No! Oh, I really didn't think that one through. I didn't think that one through. I was trying to give him the place back. There he is there. I was trying to give him the place back and then just stopped in the middle of the road. What was I thinking there? What was I thinking there? You absolute idiot. You absolute idiot. That was so totally all my fault, that. What a moron. I literally stopped in the middle of the... Why did I do that? That was just a pure moment of stupidity, that. I don't know what I was thinking there. I've got no idea what I was thinking there. Zero IQ. That was me trying to race fairly. That was me trying to race fairly, but doing so with zero IQ. Or zero awareness of what was going on. I was trying to give that guy the place back, because I did just drift a little bit too wide. And that's what caused us to have a little bit of contact. He'd also drifted wide, and as he tried to come back onto the track, I was then taking the same line that he did, but with a bit more speed, and ended up just, it felt like, nudging him off. So I made sure I was giving him the place back, and just stopping in the middle of the track like that was a bit of a dipstick move, really. Can't believe I've done that. Cannot believe I've done that. That's a Lance Stroll move. If someone had done that in front of me, I would be I'd be raging. I'd be so angry if someone had done that in front of me, so I can only apologise to whoever's race I just potentially ruined there. Right, I'm going to jump in the BRZ after this, but I feel like that's going to go even more majorly wrong. Like, seriously majorly wrong. I'm trying to think back to what that moment was that you're talking about there, Bill. It does ring a bell. Just can't remember it exactly. My God. I can't be doing this! I thought I was going to be chasing down P5 or trying to close up for a move into the final corner, and then I go do that. Why am I so awful at this game? Right, let's get back into the BRZ then, because I was in that earlier, and I didn't. Well, I do prefer the Mercedes, but we might actually be quicker in the BRZ. Definitely not doing the Z4. In fact, I will go in the Z4 now just to prove my point. Watch me absolutely love it. Right, if I can do a lap time in the first attempt in the 22s, I will stick with the Z4. That is a promise. If this lap time is within the 22s, even if it's a 22.999, I will use the Z4. I'm not going to try and deliberately mess it up. I'm going to just have to brake all the same braking points, because I don't know for sure. And on the throttle at the same points, unless it feels like I definitely can't do that. Oh God, the understeer. I will be, in the interest of fairness, I will give it one more lap after this one. No. Yeah, oh my God. 23.5. Right, come on. No! Alright then, looks like I'm sticking with the Z4. I said even if it was a 999, it's a 912. Do we legitimately want me to stick with the Z4? I'd really rather we didn't. That is awful. Nah, that's awful. I actually can't use that. That is awful. I've broken my promise immediately. Oh no, come on, what am I doing? BRZ. Promise of 10 seconds, yeah. I actually want to do well in these races, and I will not do well in a Z4. Guaranteed. Right. BRZ. Now, this is a really, really lively car. It's one of the only cars I consider driving with traction control on. It does turn a lot better than the... It didn't spin on the first corner, yeah, exactly. It does turn a little bit better than the Mercedes. Right, let's see how badly this goes. Why do I keep picking the hardest cars to drive? Yeah, exactly. Well, the BRZ is the quickest car. It's just impossible to drive. Right, we're finally back into like A+ lobbies at least. But it does mean that we're down in P9. Really difficult to improve the qualifying time round here for me. John, how are we doing? Like deployed. Thank you so much, buddy. Absolute hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If anybody else has not yet hit the like button on the stream, please do so now. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so now. It goes a long, long way to supporting the channel. But yeah, let's see how we get on here. I don't quite know how this one's going to play out. First time back in the BRZ. There is someone in the Huracan there, look. And then we got RL250 as well. I think they were a couple of places ahead of us, probably. Oh, just behind us, actually. Yeah, that's becomes the problem in the like higher end sort of lobbies where it just becomes one car. So frustrating. Right. Let's go and let's hope for the best. Expect the worst, hope for the best. Tends to be, has to be my philosophy on Gran Turismo. Oh, we end up with a switchback there. That'll do. Right, even third gear there. If your steering input's a bit too sharp, even third gear there can spin you around. Now, when I'm watching the top times, they're going through there at about 106, 107 miles an hour. Insane speeds to be doing one of the most difficult corners on the track. There we go. Speaking of which, the most difficult corner, the other most difficult corner on the track claims 2. P7 for us at the moment. Even third gear there as well, same thing. Right, P7. I don't think I'm going to manage to make too many inroads on these cars in front. Will absolutely do my best, of course. Oh, 1 bins it. Oh, 2 bins it. Yes! I take back what I've said. I have full confidence in myself to make some inroads on the cars in front. There we go. P5. That corner is so much easier in the BRZ actually than it is the Mercedes. Tyre wear feels a little bit better as well, weirdly. BRZ is a Max Verstappen adjusted, yeah, exactly, on a knife's edge. It's very much how it feels out of the corners. Super, super twitchy. There we go. That's a little bit better there. Taking a big chunk of time out to the leader there, actually. Right, P4. And I feel like I've finally worked out that corner before the corkscrew, at least in this car. There we go. Right, come on then. Now we're talking. Come on. Maybe I should have been in this car all along if I just a little bit more practice rather than jumping straight out of it into a car that felt a bit more stable. Nah. Oh, genuinely, this BRZ is actually so much better, you know. Genuinely, it's so much better. I think what I didn't like about it when I first got in was how lively it was out of the corners. And then I jumped in the Merc and I was like, alright, this is really nice out of the corners. Or at least a little bit better. And then what I started to really hate about the Merc was how lazy it was on entry. Someone's going to go for that there. I've left the door open a little bit, that's fair enough. That's a good move, that. Good move. Not arguing with that one. Ah, there it is. No, 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 no. There we go. Messed this one up as well. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, you've got to be kidding. No, I am just not cut out for this combo. Tonight I'm doing awfully now. Come on. God, come on. Genuinely, it is such a much better car, just not with a muppet like me behind the wheel, clearly. I would make a Formula 1 car look slow, I think. That's my new theory at the moment. Oh, God, I'm absolutely boiling here. So uncomfortably warm. I desperately need an aircon unit in here so that I can set the temperature to like -12. God, I'm literally, look at my face. I'm actually like soaking with sweat. If you keep nagging, will you try the Ferrari? I don't think the Ferrari's quick at all compared to the... If you're absolutely on it in the right car, I don't think the Ferrari comes close, which is the problem. I could be wrong though. Oh my God. You know, my plan is to do the 200 laps of the Nürburgring. I wanted to do that in the next month or so. I literally can't be sat here for 30 hours or whatever it is. I've only been streaming an hour and a half. I'm actually so uncomfortably just... Oh, actually disgusting. So uncomfortably warm. Oh, the first thing I'm doing tonight is purchasing the best aircon unit that I possibly can. I don't care how much it costs. I'm having it. By ventilator, I've got an actual, like, where you put the water in and it keeps it nice and cool, and it does work. It's just become so unbearably hot. There's so much insulation in this office for the soundproofing for the music studio on the other side that honestly I'm actually going dizzy. I'm that hot. It's unbelievable. Not helped when you've then got a PlayStation, the wheel, the lights, the two tube lights behind me, like all of it is just heat. And then this place just traps the heat. My laptop as well. Heat, warmth, energy. It's just, oh, for God's sake. I'm losing the plot here now. Not comparable to your phone when it overheats. I don't know. I think if your phone came into this office, it would just blow up. Right, this has been an awful stream. I'm really hoping the next race is kind of worthwhile. Otherwise, it's really frustrating, to be honest. I've like literally set the best lap time that I could. I spent about 40 minutes. Like, it's not a massive amount of time, but I don't normally have that time available before the stream to do so. I thought that'll give me at least a good starting spot. It has done, to be fair. Two races starting P3, or within the top three. I think the first race was P2. Jesus, the stream isn't awful. It's just the driving. Oh man, well that makes me feel better. Watching for the entertainment. Well, that's good to know. You're watching for the struggle, for the journey. Oh, I'm going to hit that curb. I knew I was going to hit that curb! Ah! No! If I'm not careful, I'm going to get overtaken by Michael Schumacher. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's my problem though, I'm too competitive, so I only class it as a good stream if we've actually won races or like had good results. I was committed to that one as well. Oh, God. Right, seriously, this next race needs to be something incredible. This next race needs to be something incredible. I don't even know what that snap was there. Dirty tyres, obviously. But I didn't expect it to go that way. Oh my God. Oh my God. DR going down, SR going down. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I can't do it. I actually can't do it. I am happy with the BRZ. It's just right on the limit sometimes, which is proving to be the killer. Yeah, that's what you mean about it not slowing down in time, Bill. And across the line. That was horrendous. And to kiss the sausages, not ride them. A disastrous race, that one. Absolutely disastrous. Oh, this final race better be good. I can't. This has happened too many times in the past few months. Sitting here for 3 hours a night and literally the entire thing just being painful, painful misery. Right, straight back into the BRZ. We'll get 2, maybe 3 laps here to try and improve our quali time. So, first things first, get your guesses in. What will our lap in purple be? Our fastest lap of this quali session. If you guess correctly and you get all 3 decimal places correct, free t-shirt is yours from the merch store. Right, let's go. Come on, we're starting afresh now. We're going to get 4 laps in. 4 laps in total. Here we go, we got some guesses in. No! Oh, what a save. Oh, how did I then lose it after I saved it? For God's sake! I'm getting fuming! This is doing my head in! I'm actually getting proper raging now. The Geordie in me is about to come out. Right, there we go. Come on. Get turned in early enough there. Right, 22 treble 5 is the first guess. We actually did do a 22 treble 5 in one of the last quali sessions, didn't we? Right, let's keep going. Come on. Oh, God. As soon as you put your foot down, you know you're just drifting wide, but you've kind of got no choice to try your very best to keep the speed up. Go. Probably 1/3 gear there still. 3rd down to here, definitely. Use steering assist. I couldn't possibly do that. That feels too much like cheating. Definitely not. Losing time. Ah! I'm actually going to cry myself to sleep tonight, honestly. better. That's better. Go, go, go. .22 treble 7. I think I found a new racing line, because look at that, I am 0.988, nearly a full second up on my time there as a result. I think that is a quicker way to go. Car on a controller without steering assist undrivable. Yeah, well, it feels undrivable here as well. A very, very on the knife edge kind of limit car, isn't it? It's horrible. But I do like it at the same time. I just wish I was good at driving it. That's sort of the problem that I don't have. Or that's the skill that I don't have, and that's my problem, I should say. Right, final race of the stream. If you're just tuning in, or if somehow this video ends up on YouTube, I can't tell you how disastrous this stream has been. But everybody who's been tuned in the whole time can probably give it a go. And it will start by saying it has been awful races and awful race results. There's nothing worse than watching live streams and just watching people just trundle around the back because they've binned it too many times. That's all that feel I've been doing. It's P7. Literally, if we stay where we are, we will have outdone any finishing position of all of the races that we've done so far tonight. That's if we just stay where we are. Let's actually try and progress though. Can we have the run on the Ferrari here, maybe? Not quite, not quite. Oh! A moment for the Ferrari, almost. We're going to get the cut back there. Now Now he's probably going to go for the dive there. I'm going to just stay away from the apex a little bit. Honest to God. Honest to God, I gave him the space. I actually gave him the space as well. No! No! I actually gave him the space as well. I actually gave him the space. I stayed away from the apex. I stayed away from the apex and gave him the space. Am I too I think that's my problem. That is my problem. I'm too soft. I'm too soft. You try and encourage a bit of fair racing, and that's what you get. Honestly, that has got me so angry. I'm actually gonna go and cry myself to sleep. Yeah, no penalty as well, exactly. Oh my God, it's so warm in this office. Come on, I can't have another race finishing at the back of the grid. I actually can't have another race finishing at the back, or just a crap result. Right, once more, we're in a recovery race here. And a recovery race that we don't really have much chance on. Because getting past people here is just so tough. Regardless of how quick or how good you are. And all these guys are similar pace, similar quality to us, so... Oh, God. Luke might have appreciated that what effectively became a bum draft there. I think he had some sort of moment that put him on the brakes a little bit more, or kind of like back on the brakes, because it seemed to close out of nowhere there. Right, P13, come on. Look at that, top three just absolutely in a different time zone. Top four, sorry. Absolutely flying ahead. That's me. That's my fault, that. If he loses it there, that's my fault. Let me stay behind him there. Right, corner and speed in that Porsche. He's having to be so much slower. So that's actually the how we keep closing in some of these corners here. Look at that. Look at that. We close massively. He's having to be either so much more on the brakes or just waiting so much longer before he can put the throttle down in that Porsche there. Just literally always a train around this track, isn't it? So much time lost if you try and race side by side, and never enough space to race side by side. That's the second time that I'm so sorry to Luke. That's twice I've done that there. But that Porsche must just struggle so much in the corners. Sure he holds on to that one still. He's gone into the pits there now. I was making sure he still holds on to that because I bumped him before, I think, the turn before the corkscrew, the left-hander. And all the way up that run and all the way down the corkscrew, I've compromised everything there, so I made sure I stayed behind him. Because it would be unfair, as we see some people do. They bump somebody, stay side by side or don't go the overtake, and then they'll get them in the next corner. But what you've done is compromised their run out of the previous exit. So it's not like as you've achieved anything by getting them in the next corner. You've just compromised them massively. You've still unfairly overtaken them. You've just disguised it as a fair overtake by not going past them when you launch them through a corner. So that's why I've sat behind all that time and made sure he holds on to it. He's gone into the pits though, so we'll carry on racing. Right, there is someone else running wide. Who's that? GT Realm. Need a pit stop. Look at this. I'm actually sweating. Honestly, this is so uncomfortable. No worries at all, Bill. Catch you back here in a little bit. Hopefully later in the week or next week, whenever it'll end up being. Right, see where we come out here, because one or two people pitted earlier, didn't they? So they might have had the run. Got the undercut. Go. Right, P10 still. Right, let's try and get to P8 for a positive DR result. 5 laps left. Come on, closing. Closing. We've got them within a second now. Come on. I'm going to end up trying to get that round the outside. No, not quite. Oh my god. So difficult. Even when we've just seen this guy Shenanigans here make a big mistake the way that we have, or that kind of big snap moment that he had. Still so difficult to try and get past. Wide there. Oh, Shenanigans is gone. It's a race for P8 now, come on. Right, come on. It's a race against the Merc here, ironically, which is the car that we were in before and started to dislike, and that's the reason why, and it's actually kept him the position. Oh my god. That lazy steering, that just, you can never quite, sometimes it feels like it's understeering well off the track, then sometimes you think, right, well, I'll turn in really early so that I can just understeer my way through the corner, but actually take the line that I want. And then you turn in really early, and then it puts you over the curb. That's exactly what Speed Demon's just had here, and then it's actually meant that he's kept the position. For me, it meant I lost every single possible position I could have lost. For him, it's meant he's held on to it. That sums up my night, I think. Right, let's keep going, come on. Still got him within 1 second. But just give him enough of that breather there. dropped me back enough that this is going to be a struggle. Right, within 6/10 now, come on. And there we go, the strength of the BRZ. 2/10 taken out alone in that corner. The cornering speed of this thing, when you get it planted, when you get it right, is so much better. 3/10 now, come on. And there's the understeer hindering him in the Mercedes. We know it all too well. We are right on the back of him now. Come on. Slightly earlier to brake. Oh, it's enough. He's gone. Right, P8. That should give us a positive DR result. A one that we've so desperately needed from all of the nightmare races we've had this stream. One more lap to try and hold on to that. Do whatever we can here. Come on. And then I am ending this stream immediately, and I am finding the best, nearest supplier of air conditioning units that will come and fit an aircon unit in here by this time tomorrow. I cannot operate in here anymore without an aircon unit. I would go as far as saying that if it was anyone else, they'd have walked straight out of here by now. Honestly, actually sweating, so uncomfortable. But I think I've complained about it enough. There's now all of a sudden some understeer in this BRZ, courtesy of some very worn tyres. Oh my god, come on. Finish this race, finish this stream. I've never been in such a rush to finish a stream, but I need to just get out of this office now. It's actually not even funny. I think even Formula 1 drivers driving around in Singapore have it better than me right now in this office. I think they would all rather stay put in their 100-degree furnaces of their Formula 1 cockpit in Singapore than be here on a sim rig, even with a fan right next to you. I can tell you that for nothing. There we go. We're going to end the stream there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been well, it's been eventful, it's been emotional, and it's been very, very stressful. But we got there in the end. Thank you all so much. Oh, we've just had a new subscriber as well. Let me make sure I can read that name out. Cloud9, thank you so much for subscribing. Absolute hero. If you're on the live stream, then make sure you say hello in the chat so I can quickly thank you properly before we go. P1 in a Ferrari just saying, yeah, maybe I need to come back and try the Ferrari. On a cooler day, maybes. It is so warm in here. I know I've kept saying it, and it's all I've said all stream. But literally, this is just horrible. I can't explain it. This steering wheel is very warm. The PlayStation's boiling. My laptop's boiling. The TV screen's boiling. The light above us is boiling. These two stupid tube lights... Oh, actually, they're not that bad. But they're also normally boiling. Oh, it's been horrendous. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I don't know if I'll get to stream again this week because then I'm away to Download Festival from Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, away for Download. And then I'll be back on Monday for a new week of daily races then. Cloud9, how are we doing? Next time maybe you win. Yeah, hopefully. Oh man, soggy nuts, not what you need. Exactly. In fact, only because this chocolate has been, it's still actually like melted, so that, you know, Whisper Bites, anyone familiar with Whisper Bites, you've got to be. Some of the best confectionery on the market, and literally they are actually melting in my hand, like they're sticking to my hand. And that's in front of the fan. Do you know I came in one day, and after a stream, there was a chocolate bar that I'd left over the other side of the room, and I forgot that it was there. And it was one of the, you know, the big dairy milk bars, right? So the ones that are like, whatever they are, like that, like the size of your head, like the big ones. And I'd left it on the table. And then after the stream, when I'd moved my laptop back to the other desk and started working again, I was like, oh, bar of chocolate. Forgot about that. And I didn't even open the packet because I picked up the packet and it literally just, like, it just fell through my fingers. Like, even in the packaging, it was just like lifting up a packet of water. I was like, that is just horrendous. Anyways. Oh, I should have watched the replay. Yeah, I should have done. I can't believe I didn't watch the replay. What a moron. That is my fault. Tell him how good the Ferrari is. Yeah, okay. Well, next stream, or if we get back on later in the week, I will promise you I will try the Ferrari. The Ferrari is great, by the way. There was a YouTube short I put on the other day. It was from months ago, but I only uploaded it the other day. The Ferrari off the line on a grid start at the Nürburgring was unbelievable. Literally, I jumped like 5 or 6 cars at the start. Tremendous car. The rear end grip of the Ferrari is unbelievable. But yeah, maybe I'll have to give it a go the next time if I can stream again before we go away. So we'll see what we can do. There we are. I'm going to shut up rambling. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled over the next few weeks for, as I say, a bit of a change to the content, some more kind of exciting kind of challenges and videos and little content ideas and stuff that we're really sort of excited to put together. So if you spot them on your For You page or your suggested videos, please give them a watch. Please, drop a comment, give them a like, see what you reckon, and let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't done, as I say, please do hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to go melt in the corner. Toodles!